Akoko sachira kroma se den kra onua enye ne feda me ne wo kase krata bi free aban kesie ma Felix Fosukwachi spokesperson to the presidency ensa ane shasia the president John Dramani Mahama wetimi editeme prima facie case yama mi chief justice Torkonoo yate ne ho committee 5 panel member committee a me ne wo kase o man hene ene obi atenase ewa semini ho se sede nantwie podua anka ne to na busua saa so na tumi a yede ama eye government and I say aban government officials and enche wo monsemti ade a ana esa ye nyina etwato asoman no ebesai aba be ha edachi bi which is determined as a dysfunctional democracy gibre na me for my hene intake into out
so we breaking news from the presidency.
Okay,
and it's on the letterhead of presidency communications, Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. President Mahama suspends Chief Justice after setting up committee to probe petitions. Statement says President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Article 1466 of the Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State, determined that a prima facie case has been established in respect of 3 petitions against the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonoo. The president has consequently established a committee in compliance with Article 1466 of the Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State with the following composition to inquire into the petitions which have been referred to them. Chairman, Justice Gabriel Scott Puaman, Justice of the Supreme Court. Justice Samuel Kwame Adibu Esiedu, Justice of the Supreme Court, a member. Daniel Yao Domelevo, former Auditor General, member. Major Flora Baswanura Dalugo, Ghana Armed Forces, only a member. Professor James Sefa Jisa, Associate Professor, University of Ghana, member. Pursuant to Article 14610 of the Constitution and in accordance with the advice of the Council of State, the President has by a warrant suspended the Chief Justice with immediate effect pending the outcome of the committee's proceedings. Signed, Felix Fosukwachi, MP, spokesperson to the President, Minister, Government Communications. Inti, when breaking news yensaka yede atuja ama the Chief Justice has been suspended. A committee has been put in place to inquire into petitions me and Sa Omanpenyi are refer to that committee following the establishment of a prima facie against the Chief Justice. In the breaking news about man. I don't know, say be a baby accident in common area na yaba. Why an accident the way we and what to remove
well, Ubi. I feel say we've still not understood what we are doing to ourselves as a country.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know, but it's so funny. The next chief justice clearly will be. But that was almost important. That so what is news about this? Says we've gone through the law. It is the same. We present me Ghana for United say. Sa positions are holding na mrekuni bo ban no. Eto atwa if we say aban bi obebe bia no obenya bibi ejina so e dia pam sa positions na emra bo ban nyina. I will not be surprised when the electoral commission goes. And the next action. Of course. It will be a functioning team. We are practicing a dysfunctional democracy.
It is
it is not
opposition.
Of course.
Every position has become a political.
But we are firming it up. It is Obia Fantuna Shumuse, O Abedrum, Obia for vacation termination. TNA. Would you do film or two fear do me? Look at Ababi Ba.
Honestly,
Pam.
And for only position now.
It doesn't matter.
Every position is now a position.
What we are telling ourselves. They say, a co-terminus,
with the term of the president.
Simple. I think it will be better for us to do those arrangements now. Because because say NDC crowd be free in the next 12 years. It's not possible. We are deepening the dysfunctionality of our democracy.
And the hatred.
Yes, hatred and bitterness is building. Also, say, if we really want to reset, everybody the alliance minister to Okusuye Korokore Jones, say Oko Galamse, which Yankasi to Galamse, or party chairman Ankasa Krano, Kose Yebaho, Soja for Bahono, or Mamona Mania, and baby Okusu, or press conference.
So. Stop that. Basis.
Oh, please stop it. And I'm saying that stop it. The sooner I solve.
No, say based on the video he saw. Now, and
I'm saying that, but even amongst the solutions, now River guy yellow. What can they do? Job for the boys. What is this, Obi? We have started on a good note. I'm saying that the way we are deepening our democracy, making it very dysfunctional. I'll show you where power lies. I'll tell you that I have power. Let's keep it up. Nobody should even raise because of him.
Position.
No, of course. The constitution. Okay, na see a coffee and Maraquans. Yeah, be this one. Obia be this pepe or mine a bebo. Obia be this pepe or mine a bebo. It would the moment man yourself. Enko so nchiche ye musa na no kore so as enko se gatem because every time you raise issues the matter is equalization. We also yebi I know the one can read here we so abaso yebi I know come kwame there they said you call a concession is NDC for your board catch say no MPP time na no mu dia omukasai yes you do pam fanko hik mo fanko jo Mahama osebi. In those videos we have it. So what is it that we want to do to this country again? What is it that we want to do to this country again? No, I'm not in for political tricks again. Because say tie bia no say empuli breaks are. Na baby akika kono. Hey, me kai o me say nantwie na yin ni podua no. Anka ne to. Nantwie podua no. Anka ne to. It is uncanny to the you know, and sometimes in all humility, some of the people that His Excellency appoints to do certain things, these people clearly from the word go say, "Bibi cry or the cries or the you cannot, yes, you know, and we are watching the space. It is war to every politician. What is it? What is it? Kai hu say ontra ho afebo ye de ade kitikiti bi ebe sign wachi we know say oye say na moja ba no say it's painful. So I will not be bothered about the you know. It's their own political space. That's why Makache Lands Minister no ye too illegal mining which is getting worse. Wachi I refer to your krum
elembele ho,
of course. That also mean also say elembele for western regions, the western north for ya be me minister no me mobo na nka monya dies also these comedy tricks and all those things we are past gone no man see you anyway and no man see you see pa anyway. You work for 8 years without justification, you are fired just like that, and we keep talking about patriotism here in this country. Now public service holders are being pushed away. Why? Is that the kind of politics we want to practice? Is that the reset that we want to do? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Asempa FM.
Why? And look at the initiative that the chief of staff took. I was just looking at you. Fantastic, chief of staff.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Kwewadia.
Yes, fantastic. Business forum, no.
Yeah.
But Obi, implementation, you are being politically exposed people in Guana better now. if there's going to be any benefit in that forum, politically expose people, especially in this administration, because I'm going to propose. What? Why are we deceiving ourselves? Why? Mr. Ghana for if you are dishonest, unya abasubodie, unya obi odi atem, unya abasubodie, umwa die, unya abasubodie, uka ne kure, ye kan share. The fiber, moral fiber, where we preach prosperity, where we preach that this country should move to the next level, no? We are getting out of it.
Yeah.
We are getting out of it. But would you say, sometimes you should be able, not to use the word bold, you should be able to educate the processes so that people will even understand that maybe men I mean can say you can be we are assembly way now say you the emra
yes
and
of course
assembly you know
yes
it you kasa have they gone outside the law? No, they are within the law. But mo frɛ bibi say
the wording now
no say who shall dey be one say you know who shall dey be one who shall be pay say they say blans again me lance minister I don't know you know how do you as a minister what try baby allegations then you direct the Minerals Commission
a license to be revoked?
Can you imagine what country are we in now based on allegation? So when I sit here and say that sebi based on certain artism lance national resource minister or practice illegal mining it's your mama sebi only were there. Is it the best thing to do? How do we do that, Obi? Now you have the power to do whatever you want. But power. And from power. Let's build this country the way we want to build it. Let's build it.
My only thing I make about Chief Justice, and it's we've seen a head of the NCC go through the Article 146 process. The head of the Electoral Commission go through the Article 146 process. Omunyana are heads of independent constitutional bodies. This is the first time I hear a head of an arm of government. The magnitude is different. And when you take the executive headed by the president, legislature headed by the Speaker of Parliament, the judiciary by the Chief Justice, go through the Article 146 process, at least in the Fourth Republic. In the way the first time, unfortunately for Yenino, that process, the Constitution demands the petition, the allegations against the Chief Justice as any other person should not be made public. In Tia, where I can say the details of the petition, they are wanting rumors. In the ensure they need the benefit of what actually is in the petition. What I was saying is because the head of an arm of government, we have to be careful because of precedents. Of course, Medicare can say we don't have the benefit of what is in the petition. In the end, mean Kasabi Bray. But I'm only hoping, the Council of State and Constitution need to minimum say in conjunction with the president, they should determine a prima facie based on which the president will form a committee. I'm hoping, they've done a job according to their conscience and having all the considerations also considered in place. Because this is the head of the judiciary.
It is the beginning. Is the beginning of our. And I'm saying that it's the beginning of our crisis. I'm telling you, one of the major beginning of our major crisis in this country. If this case is not handled properly,
the head of the judiciary. Because we should be very careful.
No, there are no classified documents in this country again. And Chebiano, Ube who say NDC for on social media. No, Adia are classified. No,
yes.
They'll start declassifying all those things. Nobody is held responsible. I'm telling you. Oh, not say now when you want. To the extent that at a point, the former President John Dramani Mahama then, closet munu classified no. The other party people, that was the MPP. Social media. In a classified document. How do you become privy to such a relevant document? So the show of I have power now. I'll also do what I need to do if you come and you want to do the same, I don't give a toss. Say one tiasia say omo guri atopre ye o memu from a few political elites and they play a certain game at the expense of majority of us. They don't go NDC MPP afan tintina. Wa ma wa ha onananum wa ha wajapade wa ha afena struggle to get a job to do. These minor group of people from politicians, no, let's tell them at their face that it's now enough.